Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today's one of my replays, and I'm in the Plymouth, a tier 10 British cruiser. I'm on the map Northern Lights. It's yeah, 4-point domination game. Tier 11 actually. There are some super ships around, and there is a sub. Now the good news is the sub is likely on the other side because our subs spawn there, and subs usually spawn like mirrored unless the matchmaker is increasingly drunk, which does happen. So yeah, I'm here next to the island. I've deployed my smoke screen. I've got hydro running because I expect fish, and I was able to shoo away the enemy destroyers who wanted this cap. I wasn't able to do a lot of damage, but they aren't. Oh, wait, what? Why isn't Fletcher coming back? Like, I raided this guy. I mean, I suppose he thought the raider might be over already. But that's quite a miscalculation. So essentially, yeah, the amount of shells that were still coming got him. So, so essentially he was shooed away by radar, and then he turned around and was like, I want more of that. Yeah. Well, I guess that Fletcher learned a valuable lesson about radar durations. Meanwhile, there is a super ship that's full broadside, and I can get quite a bit of damage, I suppose, by just shooting that. Now, it's blind shooting me. Is it having any luck? Didn't citadel me, so I guess it's fine. But my smoke is running out, so I'm reversing back behind the island. Now the good news is, in 50 seconds I'll have another smoke screen ready. Also, we are one ship ahead. The enemy sub has been sunk. That's always lovely to see. Now overall though, we are losing the sea cap, which is not ideal, and we have failed to take D yet. I did get detected here. Well, no. Oh, no, I'm detected. So I suspect it could be this island, and not quite providing cover from vision. It could also be that the Yamagiri or so is somewhere here. Or maybe it's a Sao that's here, I suppose. That's also a possibility. I have to be careful because, for example, that Minnesota could totally smack me. And that would be uncomfortable. But my smoke is about to be ready again. Now I can either smoke up here or I can try to reposition. But I do have MSA, potentially still the Ukashov to shoot.
Torpedoes direct front.
Then again. Oh, there is fish. Yeah, maybe a smoking here would be a decent choice.
Smoke generator activated.
Also, I'm detected by a Yamagiri. The Yamagiri is trying to smoke up, but we've got radar. Now, the Yamagiri isn't very deep inside my radar range, so I won't be able to get an awful lot of shells into it. Also, I don't have a hydro right now, and Yamagiri has a lot of fish, so that's unfortunate. Potentially. We can see some of the fish coming this way, but it's one of 3 launches. So I will need to reverse here. Now, Minnesota is volunteering to be the next target, it looks like. That's fine. I'm just randomly topping here, right? It's possible that the Yamagiri turns back in or something. It's doubtful that I'll get a better target for my torps anytime soon, so, you know, might as well launch them and see if the Yamagiri does some maneuvers there. Now, meanwhile, we are taking the B cap, and the enemy's tactic seems to be to just blob here and do nothing. We are also taking the C cap. So it looks like the enemy had a reasonable start for the first few minutes, and then they decide to switch the strategy to wait until they lose. It's an odd strategy, it's very common in World of Warships. A lot of players don't want to play the game. Their tactic is just sit somewhere useless and wait until they lose the game. I mean, you know, it's just World of Warships these days. So with the enemy just sitting there, I might have to... Well, can still shoot some of them, but I might have to reposition soon, because I have a feeling they're going to sit even further in the bank in the near future. Because they might still be slightly too effective here in the front, and you would never want to do that, especially in a battleship, right? If you have any positive effect on your team's chances to win in a battleship, clearly you're doing it wrong, and you should run as far as you can. Probably try shooting the water instead of enemy ships, because shooting enemy ships would be like way too useful. Now, speaking of usefulness, there is a Harugumo who might be coming this way and might actually try to do something. But, well, I do have quite a lot of support here, right? We are, well, it's funny, right? We are sort of forming a half circle around the enemy ships. There's this one Hanover who is already running for the J line. And then all the other ships are basically, they just try to blob as hard as they can behind this island, right? This island is very crucial because it stops them from even being a tiny bit useful. So they can all just hide behind there and then cry. Meanwhile, it looks like the Colombo could be the odd one out and come this way. Well, we'll see. There is also a lot of fish going on there. So there is that. Now I am detected, that means the Harugumo or the Yamagiri have appeared. And the thing about the Plymouth is, right? The Plymouth's radar range is almost the same as its detection range, right? You can't quite stealth radar, but it's what, like 100 or 200 meters. So as soon as you're detected, you can almost certainly radar. Unless, you know, like if they come towards you, they have no way of sort of turning away.
Smoke screen set.
So yeah, I've caught the Harugumo in a radar, and unfortunately I'm not doing a lot of damage to it when it's angled. Well, that was a lot better. Now, I do not have torpedoes ready right now, which could be awkward with the Colombo coming this way. Then again, it's 25 seconds, right? So it's fine. Now, also the good news is, because all the enemies huddled behind that island while I was spotted earlier, none of them could shoot me, right? So the Harugumo went around and spotted me, and I did smoke up, but there was an opportunity, there would have been an opportunity for battleships to smack me. But because they tried so hard to be useless behind an island, they, well, were useless. Meanwhile, I am now detected because the Colombo has come close enough. Now, I could have just stopped shooting and let the Colombo, you know, sink, and therefore stay undetected. Wait for the torps to get ready or whatever. But, you know, I was, I guess, bored, so I decided to risk it and not bother with staying undetected. We are winning this pretty heavily, so might as well do some shooting. Now, I do have some fish coming potentially towards that Iowa. I have no idea how it's going to maneuver. Also, my smoke is going to run out, but as we've established, I stopped caring, I guess. We are winning this either way, so might as well just do some fighting. Now, the Iowa could actually sink before I'm getting really detected here. Right, it's I'm not sure what it's aiming at currently. It's probably not me. Yeah, there we go, it's there. The SAO is aiming at me though, and it is shooting armor piercing. That could be problematic potentially. There is also the Minnesota there in the background. And of course there is the Hanover, but the Hanover is blocked by an island. Yeah, I might be a little bit broadside. I'm a bit greedy and want to use my rear guns, I admit. So I'm not angling perfectly. Oh, I got a Confederate, that's nice. So, yeah, this game is about to be over. Like, the SAO might just beach there. I do have a smoke ready and everything, but it's over anyway. Yeah, this is your typical World of Warships game these days. Well, not really. Usually there is more carrier and more sub, but hey. At least I was spared that. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you next time.